What's up, lovies? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Timmy Love, and today I'm just coming with a really quick video. So today, y'all, I'm gonna be showing y'all how I do my brows. So it's gonna be like super simple. Anybody can do this. It's super beginner friendly. So first things first, the products you are going to need. Let's start with brushes. So when I do my brows, I use a spoolie. I use a fluffy brush. You guys can see that. I use a small angle brush, and I also use a larger angle brush as well. The next thing I use are some razors in case I need to clean up my brows. These are from Dollar Tree. They come in a pack like this, so we're going to be using those today. The next thing you'll need is your concealer. So I kind of go back and forth with 2 or 3 different concealers. So the first one that I started out using was the LA Girl Pro. This is the most popular one I've seen everyone use. So you can just get that one. It's super easy to shade match. It's in like your local beauty supply, so you should be able to find it with no problem. The next concealers I have are these, which are from e.l.f. I don't really use the 16-hour, let me see, the 16-hour camo. It dries entirely too fast for me when I do my brows. But I do like the e.l.f. hydrating camo concealer with the satin finish. This is the one I like, and this is in the color Deep Olive. The only thing about that one, it is a little bit too warm sometimes. And then also I like the hydrating camo concealer with the satin finish in medium beige. Sometimes I'll use this under my brow if I want like a really highlighted brow. I'll use that one. Now I do have 2 of these 16-hour camo concealers. One is in deep chestnut and one is in deep caramel. So these are those. And this lighter one right here, that is deep caramel, and this one right here is deep chestnut. So those are the concealers, but I'm going to show you guys the one that I'm currently using now. So this is the Instant Age Rewind Eraser. This is by Maybelline. I reach for this 90% of the time. And I just absolutely love it. I love the finish. I love how it looks. This is in the color 144. So we're going to be using that one today. Since I do use a pencil, I always have like a sharpener on hand, and I always have some type of powder. So today I have the Maybelline Fit Me 355 in coconut, and then I have the Black Radiance pressed powder in Bronze Glow. So other than that, you shouldn't need anything else. Everything else is pretty much optional. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I have my pencil. I have a few different pencils actually. This one is Color Mates. It's in black brown. I got it from Dollar Tree. And then this one, I don't even know what brand this one was. I just know it's a it is a eye pencil though, so I'm going to use both of those. But there are so many eyebrow pencils out here. You just pick which one you like. Try a few different ones and figure out which brand gives you the look that you're going for. So for me, I think I'm going to go in with this one. I want to say this is the NYX. This is by NYX, I think. I don't know for sure because the label is off, but I usually only buy NYX pencils, so I'm thinking that's what that is. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, you take your spoolie and then you just begin to brush all of the eyebrow hair upwards. Y'all know what I want to get into? I want to get into the eyebrow laminating. I always just brush all of my hair upwards. That way I can kind of see like if I have any strands that are too long. Do I need to clean up anything? All that good stuff. So the next step, I take my razor and I look to see if I have any hairs that have grown in. So there are some hairs that have grown in, as you can see right here. So I'm just going to clean that up. And when I clean it up, I usually just take my finger right where my arch is, and I just pull it up like this, and I begin to just clean it up. And you can always rotate back and forth. You can clean a little, then go back and brush it, then clean a little, go back and brush it. For me, that's pretty much all I need to do. I don't have super thick eyebrows, and the hair on my eyebrows is relatively thin. Now I'm just gonna brush the hair down, and then I'm going to begin to clean up around the top. Now sometimes even if you don't see hair, like you don't even see that there's hair up there, but there might be a little bit that you can't see. So I do the same thing. I just put my skin back a little bit, and I just go right up under there and just kind of shave into that that tail. Same thing in the front. And it doesn't seem like it's hair up there, but yeah, I got a few strands. So now I just begin to shape it to see if the shape is good, and that's perfect for me. So let me go ahead and do the other side, and then I'll come back when I have that side cleaned up. And y'all, excuse my face, it's super dry, but we focus on the brows. That's what we focus on, okay? So now that that's done, I take my pencil and I just begin to draw a line right under my brow. You have to find the pencil that works for you. So I just begin to draw a line up under there. Just do light strokes, and then I brush that up into my brow. And then I go ahead and fill in like the areas that need filling in. So like this tail needs to be a little darker. And then I go do light strokes over where the hair is. I very rarely go across the top with the pencil. Like I'll just kind of brush into the hair, but I very rarely go across the top. So that is how that looks. And this is my favorite brow. This one gives me the hardest time, like every time. Like it never fails. This one is just, this one right here is always just a problem child. So I have another pencil. You know how like you go to the beauty supply and then at the front by the cash register they have like the little pencils. So I always get one of those every time I go to the counter, and some of them are small and some of them are a little bit longer. So this one is in dark brown, and I'm going to go in with this one, go over everything I just did. So I'm drawing a line again at the bottom. And I'm just brushing that product up into the hair. And then I'm going to just start to, like, you know, do light strokes over those same areas that I did the first time. Now you can get a brow kit, totally up to you. I personally, they're good. I like them. I don't have a problem with them. I just don't buy them. It's just like the way I do my brows when I do it with the pencil. I feel like I have more control, even though with the kit you can use like the little brush and the pomade. But I am going to invest in a brow pencil. I just haven't been to Ulta or Sephora to like test out or check out any. So if you guys know of any good brow pencils, let me know. I know that I was watching Jackie Aina, and I think she mentioned, I want to say she mentioned Maybelline had some good brow pencils, I think. So I'm definitely going to be on the hunt for some more brow pencils because I need some more. So I'm just taking my Age Rewind concealer. I have a little bit on my angled brush, and I'm just going to clean up under the brow. You don't want too much product on your brush, but you want enough to where you don't have to keep going back and cleaning up those lines, because you want to start out with some good crispy lines. And I always start from the front. Well, no, I don't always start from the front. Sometimes I'll start from the middle and then go towards the tail, and then I'll come to the front. It just really depends on how I'm feeling and how I'm doing my brows. I can say that when I start in the middle, just me personally, when I start in the middle, I like my brows way better. Like I said, that's just me, but I don't know why, I just do. It's cleaned up like I like it. Now I'm going to focus on the top. I very rarely clean up the top of my brows, but when I do, I like to go in with foundation. Whichever foundation I'm using at the moment, I go in with that. So I'm just going to put like one pump on the back of my hand. That's more than enough. So I just put one pump on the back of my hand. That was the Maybelline Super Stay, and that's in 340 Coconut, because that is the color foundation that I'm using right now. So I'm just going to dip into that. And usually the foundation is a little bit more, a little bit runny. The concealer, for me, this concealer is a little bit thicker than the foundation, of course. And the foundation is a little bit more runny because, of course, with foundations, you want them to be movable. You want to be able to blend them out and everything. So, of course, the consistency is going to be different. So I'm just tapping into the product, trying to get it on the brush. And then now I'm going to clean up the top. At the top, you want to just keep a very light hand, because you just don't want to have to go back and, you know, just have to fix things that could have been avoided in the beginning. So start out with a very light hand. And then bring that down to a point. Now for me, I like the shape. I just want to perfect my arch a little bit more at the top. So what I'll do is I'll take that same brush, and then instead of coming at an angle like this, I'll come sideways, and then I'll kind of just like lay it down and start to lightly swipe across that area, just cleaning it up a little bit more to my liking. So for me, I do like that that finish better. My arch just needed a little bit, you know, just needed to be toned down just a little bit. So for me, this is good. But I like to go back in with my spoolie and just blend out that front part of the brow a little bit more, just so there's sort of a ombre effect. I don't like to be super harsh. Another thing I like to do take my concealer, like if I feel that the top the foundation washed out my brow shape, I'll just get a little foundation on, a little bit of concealer on the brush. I'll go in the front and then I'll just carve it out a little bit. So as you can see, just that quick, I kind of added shape back to my brow that the foundation took away. So the next thing you're going to do is take your fluffy brush. I got this one from Dollar Tree. It's by Wet n Wild. Go to Dollar Tree and find all of your like little fluffy brushes, concealer brushes and whatnot, and angle brushes. $1. Y'all can't beat it. So I'm just buffing out that product, making sure not to disturb the actual brow. So that looks really good. Now I'm going to do the next brow and then I'll come back and show you guys both of the brows done. Always remember, if you are having a hard time with your brows, remember they are sisters. They are not twins, okay? They're just sisters. They are going to look alike as much as possible, but they're not going to be identical, okay? But the goal is to try to get them to look as identical as possible. But if you're having a hard time, don't beat yourself up. Just keep trying until you get them as close as possible. And girl, go on about your So you guys, this is what my brows are looking like, and for me this is usually good enough. Yeah, I like it. So I'm not gonna do anything else as far as concealer, because sometimes like if they give me too hard of a time, I'll just go ahead and like get them the best that I can, and then I'll just go on about my day. Like if you looking at my brows so hard to where you can tell like if the hair out of place, or if I conceal one part a little bit too much, then you looking too hard. Like, mind your business. The last thing that I am going to do is add some powder in, but I'm going to get another fluffy brush, which is this one. I'm using the Fit Me 355 in coconut, and I'm just dusting it right up under the brow, and I'm going to dust it over as well. And this left one was giving me a hard time. As usual, it always gives me a hard time, but child, I'm paying that brow no attention. So this is the finished look. This is how I like my brows. This is how I do them. Really quick, really easy. I am going to like I said, go to Ulta and Sephora and look for some new brow pencils. So if you guys know of any good pencils to try, let me know and I'll go ahead and try them. I usually go in with some setting spray, but instead of using my e.l.f. coconut setting spray, I like to use the Natural Finish by Wet n Wild. It is the Photo Focus Natural Finish setting spray. This is really good. And they also have another one. It's called Dewy or something like that, and that one works really good as well. But for some reason, this natural finishing spray, this one, I don't know, it kind of like just blurs everything, and it really makes your brows look so good. So I would recommend getting this if you want like an inexpensive setting spray to put on your brows afterwards. So as always, I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.